What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's Ray. If you're new here, welcome. Today we are going to be doing a product review, and I am going to be reviewing the Earth Supplied products. I know that I'm late to the party on this, but I still wanted to bring this review to you guys since I had the products and give you my honest opinion on them. So I have the shampoo, the rinse out conditioner. I also have the deep conditioner, the leave-in, and the defining Gell-o. So we're going to use all that today. I've already washed my hair with the shampoo. It's sulfate free. It's enriched with shea butter. There are no sulfates, no silicones, no parabens, or no mineral oil. They're also gluten free. So for those of you who care about that, it says that this shampoo is great for transitioning, relaxed, or color treated hair. You're supposed to wet your hair completely, massage a generous amount into the hair, focus on stimulating the scalp to remove buildup, and basically rinse out and follow up with the conditioner. So that is what I did. This shampoo has a nice, sweet, pleasant scent. It is a milky consistency. Creamy type milky consistency. It feels very soft in the hands. Has kind of a pearl-esque color to it, and I will say that it lathered up quickly. You put it in, your lather started to come right away. The lather was soft. However, I don't feel like this had a lot of moisture in it. So for it to say moisture and repair, I would say that it feels more repairing than it does moisturizing, in my opinion. So you get a little bit of a strengthening feeling when you're shampooing your hair with this. It had tangled my ends just a little bit, so I really wasn't able to detangle with this. I do feel like it got my hair clean. It actually was squeaky clean, so if you guys like that squeaky clean feeling, you would like this, because my strands were squeak, squeak, squeak after rinsing this out. So yeah, if you like suds, you'll like it. If you like squeaky clean, you'll like it. So I don't think it's a bad shampoo. I think the shampoo is fine, and I probably will use it again. Next, I went in with the silicone-free rinse out conditioner. Again, it's supposed to moisturize and repair. It has 5% shea butter in it, no sulfates, no silicones, no parabens, no mineral oil, yada, 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 and also gluten-free. This is also for natural transitioning and relaxing color treated hair. It says basically after cleansing with the shampoo, apply a generous amount of this and comb through with fingertips from root to end. Sit back and relax and let the shea butter do its work, and rinse out after 5 minutes with cool water. So I did put this in my hair after the shampoo, and it has pretty much the same smell as the shampoo. However, this is, ooh, you see that? It's a very thin milk-like conditioner, so it has no weight to it whatsoever. You put it in your hair and you feel like you just need more, and so I felt like I used a lot of this. As you can see, it's down to here. Once it settles, you'll see that it's down to here, and I just felt like I had to use a lot to even be able to detangle with my hair, because it has no slip. This is one that I would say has no slip. Did it soften my hair enough to melt those tangles out the ends? Yes, it did. Was I able to finger detangle a little bit with this? Yes, I was. Did I finger detangle the way that I normally do? I feel like I could get it as good as I normally do with other rinse out conditioners. No, I don't feel like it had the moisture. I don't feel like it had the slip. So this is just okay to me. I did leave it in my hair for a while, and I rinsed it out. Now I rinsed it out with warm water. I didn't rinse it out with cool water. So I hardly ever rinse out with cool water, because I have low porosity and I don't want my cuticles to close at all. And the fact that this stuff is already has shea butter in it. All of these products have shea butter in them. So they have that. I think that's why they don't have slip, because it's like water then shea butter. Will I gravitate toward this as a detangling rinse out conditioner? No, I won't. I'll use something else that I have. Yeah, so that's how I feel about this. I wasn't really excited about this particular conditioner, rinse out conditioner. Then I went in with the Earth Supply Strong Strands Protein Mask. It is for strength and length. It's 15% castor oil and bamboo. Again, it's free of all the silicones and the sulfates and everything. This you're supposed to apply a generous amount from root to ends. Let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes and rinse thoroughly and style as desired. As far as I did, I put this on and I let it sit longer than 10 to 15 minutes. That's just what I do. And I even applied heat because that's what I do. I needed to penetrate. I feel like I used quite a bit of this. This is a thick conditioner. I would show you, but it's white, so it's gonna be hard for you to see how much I use, but it's a thick conditioner. However, I do feel like it soaked in to my strands, and I do feel like that it gave my hair a more strengthening feel versus a moisturizing feel. Putting it on, doesn't glide, if you know what I'm saying. When you put on a deep conditioner, you have that one that you love that's moisturizing, and you put it on your hair and it melts in your hair, and it just, your finger glides through it, your curls plump and just start curling up. You're not getting that with this. This is a protein one because it has the shea butter in it. It doesn't slide as well. You know how shea butter is. You have to kind of warm it up and get it to work in your hair. So this doesn't glide in your hair as well. Now, once I put the heat to it, got back in the shower, rinsed it out, I do feel like my hair was softer. Once I was rinsing it out, it felt a lot better than I thought it was gonna feel with it having the protein in it that it has, and it has a quinoa protein in it. And it's a little bit low. I got the softness and silky feeling that I look for with a leave-in before I'm getting ready to apply a gel. But again, it's packed full of shea butter. So if you guys like really thick products and you don't mind working all that thickness through your hair, then this may be for you, especially if you're high porosity. I'm low porosity, so something this thick is not my friend. So that's why I have this cap on, so I can tell you about this stuff before I come to you to apply the gel, because I'm trying to keep the heat in my hair, trying to keep my hair as wet as possible so I can apply this stuff and not get flakes everywhere. So let me get some clips, and I have some hot water here. Hopefully it hasn't gotten cold, because when using this gel that I'm getting ready to use, it says get those curls drenched and dripping wet with water. Apply our gel to hair section by section. Continue to add water with a spritz bottle throughout styling if hair is drying too quickly. So that lets me know that I'm gonna need a lot of water, and I wish I had done this in the shower, but for me to show you guys, I have to do it out here, so I'm gonna hope that this works. This has shea butter as well, no silicones and all that stuff. It's a creamy gel that's supposed to provide amazing hold, curls are defined, and hair bulk is reduced. Not sure what that means. Infuses moisture and shine. So we are going to see. And so I'm gonna open it up. Ooh. And so that's the consistency of it. Oh no, not my favorite consistency, but we're gonna try it and see. I'm hoping I don't get flakes, because looking at my hair, I still see some white from the leave-in, and the leave-in's been sitting in my hair a minute, and it just doesn't feel the greatest. My hair just doesn't feel the greatest, but again, I will say this, when I was rinsing out that deep conditioner too, my hair had a coating on it, and it felt like the shea butter had coated my hair, which means I know I was going to have a hard time getting that leave-in into my strands, my low porosity strands, because there's just so much shea butter in these products, and then the castor oil in the castor oil, which is a thicker oil, in the deep conditioner. So I could feel a coating on my hair. So I'm just hoping that, I'm gonna try to use a comb. I don't want to use the Denman brush. I'm just hoping that this stuff has soaked in. Start on the ends and put a little bit. I'm gonna try to use as little as possible. Ooh, I forgot my hair wasn't soaking wet either. There we go. This has no weight to it at all. This ain't gonna work. This is gonna be a fail. And I've done enough wash and goes to know when it's gonna be a fail. It's gonna be frizzy. And it's gonna flake. And it's making a mess. Because trying to put water on top of my low porosity hair for a product to work is just not the business. Is just too much mess. I'm definitely having to feel like I have to coil it to get it to halfway do anything. Okay, I have an idea. What I'm gonna do is I am going to continue to apply this Gell-o to this side of my hair. And then when I get over to this side, I'm going to use another gel. And I'm doing that because I want to see, I do want to see how this is going to end up drying, which I think I know. I don't think I'm going to care for it. I think it's going to be big, not defined. I think it's gonna be flaky and everything else. But I do want to see how the leave-in from this line pairs with another gel. So that way I can tell you guys that too, because if you got, so you guys will know if you have hair that's my texture, similar to my texture, any type of type 4 hair that's coily, you'll know whether or not this may work for you. Of course, everybody's hair is different, but you'll have an idea of how it looks on my hair and whether you think it will work for you or not. And then you'll also have an idea that, okay, maybe this doesn't work, but I love thick leave-ins. So if I get the other part, can I just use a different gel with it? So I'm gonna go do a different gel to see if another gel flakes and if it holds my hair better and everything like that, and see how it feels. So we're gonna do a side-by-side with these products using 2 different gels and see how the products work within its line and paired with something from a different line, okay? So continue to watch. Okay, so I've applied the products. This gel has no hold as far as the way it feels to me. It doesn't weigh down my roots at all. So it's definitely going to be fluffy. It's just not defining that well. So I'm going to use a different gel. I don't think I have a gel up here, so I'm gonna have to go get one. I'll either come back with the wet line or the Aunt Jackie's. Okay guys, I'm back. I actually picked up the Eco Black Castor because I'm almost out of it. So I said, well, I can use it. And then hopefully on this back and possibly get through the front as well. If not, I'll finish up with the wet line. And we can still see if it works with Eco or the wet line, because I know a lot of people, those are the gels that they use. So. Done with this side. This is the Earth Supply leave-in with the black castor and flaxseed oil gel, and this is the leave-in with the creamy defining Gell-o. So that's what's on this side, and that's how it looks. So you can already see the difference. I think both sides are going to be somewhat fluffy. This side fluffier than this side. But I will come back after it's dry and finish out this review, so stay tuned. Okay guys, I am back, and first I want to say that I did fluff my hair out a little bit trying to get it to match, because this side was a lot more shrunken and this side was a lot longer. But I am surprised, pleasantly surprised that my hair is soft and it feels moisturized. I do feel a little bit of oil, shea butter. I can feel the shea butter on my hands a little bit when I put them through my hair. I didn't add any extra oils to my hair or anything. I only use these products, and I put the gel on top, but the shea butter is coming through after being under the dryer. Shea butter does lock in moisture, so it does feel moisturized and it does feel soft. This side is very fluffy, but it is defined. It has fluff and frizz, and I don't necessarily mind that. So if both sides of my hair looked like this, that would not be a bad thing. However, this side does have the white residue on my hair, which I figured that would happen because these liquidy gels usually do that to my hair. So there was a little bit of flaking, not much at all, not nearly what I thought there was going to be, so that's a good thing. If you like this look and you don't mind these liquidy type gels, sticky type gels, then I would say, you know, give the line a try. These products are very affordable. You can find them at Sally's. That's where I got these. They range from $4.99 to $8.99. I think $8.99 or $7.99 is the highest, so they're very affordable. Now this side was a little bit longer, so I tried to fluff it up to get it to be as big as this. It will eventually get like this as the days go on, but as you can see, the curls are just a lot more elongated on this side, so it's hard to get it to actually match this. This is fluffy throughout the root. The root on this is a little bit more defined, so there you go. This side did not have that cast like this had, so this did okay with that leave-in. So most likely it's going to work really well with the Wet Line Extreme, and you may not get that much of a crunch with the Wet Line because these are so thick and have all that shea butter in them. So let's get down to it. I will continue to use the shampoo probably and use it up. I don't know that I'll buy it again because I like to co-wash and I shampoo. I shampoo and I co-wash in between. So this is gonna last me a while, and when it's gone, I'll probably just stick with my moisturizing shampoos that I like. So I probably will not repurchase, but not because it's not good. The rinse out conditioner, I'm probably not going to gravitate toward this. I'll probably use something else in my stash. If I repurchase, the answer would be no. Does not have enough slip for me to detangle, and that's what I use rinse out conditioners for the most part, is to detangle and add some moisture. I didn't feel like it added a lot of moisture, and it definitely didn't add any slip for detangling. The mask was not bad. I will continue to use it, especially when I feel like I need some protein. So yes, I will finish using this up. Will I repurchase? Probably not, because I like some other protein mask better. They just go into my hair better. I don't have to work as hard to get them to seep in. But again, it's not a bad mask. If you like really thick products, then you'll probably like this. The next thing is the leave-in conditioner that I thought was very thick. It was hard to spread as well. I will go ahead and use this up. I will try it with some other gels to see how it works with those. I don't know that I will buy this again either. I mean, I like so many other leave-ins that just, you know, have a lot of slip, that just melts into my hair. So I prefer that. But if I was out somewhere and this is the only product I could come up with, I would purchase it again, especially if I need something really moisturizing under a hard gel or something like that. I would definitely repurchase this again because it did make my hair soft, and I do feel like I have some moisture in my hair. So, and then last but not least, the creamy defining Gell-o. I would not purchase this again. I don't like this texture gel. It left a cast on my hair, and it's messy. It just, when you're applying it, it's so thin that it's just slopping everywhere. You have to use it on sopping wet hair, you know. I don't care for it. I'm just not gonna make a whole lot of excuses about it. These type gels just usually do not work for me. So yeah, I probably will not use this again, and I'm not gonna repurchase it. So I probably will give it to my sister and see if she likes it. So this is probably gonna go up in a puff just so I don't have to rewash my hair, but it'll probably be up in a puff just to make it look like both sides belong together. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see how it looks tomorrow, but yeah. Okay guys, I wanted to come back real quick and give an update on these products. I did a review on them yesterday and told you how I felt about each and every product, and what I felt about it is true. However, when I touched my hair and it was soft and it did feel moisturized, but remember I said it felt a little greasy. I could feel the shea butter on my fingers after I touched it. Well, I wanted to come back and talk about that today. So I went on and went to bed last night like I normally do with my wash and goes, and I woke up today and I was going to try to just wear my hair, refresh it. I said that I probably will put it up in a bun because this side had the white flakes and cast on it. So that's what I try to do. Well, first of all, my hair felt, it was very shrunken and not matted, but just felt like a afro basically on this side. So I tried to pull it up into a bun so I could wear it as a bun, and that didn't work. So this side was really a lot more shrunken than this side. When I pulled it up in a bun, you could still see the flakes on the top on this side, and the puff, or I keep saying bun, but the high puff was taller on one side than on the other side. So I couldn't wear it like that, and I just didn't feel like the feel of my hair. My hair felt very heavy. My hands were greasy. I don't like that. I don't like when I touch my hair, I can feel grease on my hands or shea butter on my hands. I don't like that feeling. I don't like my hair to feel heavy. I tried to shake it, it did not move. Like if I do my hair like this, it's moving, you know, it's moving, and that's what I like. I could not get this same look and feel with those products. It was just too heavy. So what I wanted to come back and say is, for those of you whose hair texture is similar to mine, who likes their hair to move, who likes touchable hair like I do, I would not recommend these products. They're heavy. My head just kind of felt heavy. You know, I shook it and it didn't move. It just, I didn't like it. It was greasy. It just felt thick in the roots because it was fluffy wash and go. So I didn't care for it. But for those of you who like the feel of shea butter, who wants to feel that on their hands, it makes it feel like their hair is moisturized and it's gonna last for a long time, who don't mind the heavy weighed down feeling, then you may like these products. Anyway, I wanted to come on and just give that update. I did rewash my hair, so this is not the same hair. I could not take it. I did not want the flakes. I did not want lopsided hair. I did not want that thick, greasy helmet head feeling. So I did rewash my hair today, so this is a totally different wash and go. And yeah, so if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. You know what to do, but and I'll try to answer those questions. But I didn't want to leave you guys with the fact that I really love these products. They worked really well for my hair. They were okay, and it's basically just a preference. So if you prefer the thick, heavy stuff, you'll like it. If you prefer lighter, more airy feel to your hair, then you may not. So just wanted to come on and say that. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye.